Hello, everyone. Very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you are. I'm Vikram. I'm the task force lead for VSAI as the marketing and branding task force lead. I have with us our next guest, which is none other than Sushil Bhasin from India. Hi, Sushil. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Okay. It's a lovely afternoon, early evening of a Friday in Malaysia. It's an afternoon in India. And continuing our journey of vlogs, we are going to ask Sushil some questions about him and his journey in the CSP space. So let's start with the first one. Can you briefly share a bit about you or your forte or your niche in the speaking space, Sushil?
Thank you. So I served the Indian Army for 34 years. And with that 34 years of military leadership experience, I applied it in the corporate world for about 20 years now. And that becomes my 54 years of leadership experience. I use this military inspired leadership to transform lives and empower uh, leaders to create a lasting impact, become leaders of influence, impact, and authority.
Wow, fantastic. What an inspiring way. How and when you had a feeling that you should be a CSP certified professional?
I have attended APSC, which is the Singapore Association meeting in 2019. That is the time when we started in PSCI. PSCI was born around that time. And when we had our convention in January, Frederick Harron was there and he told us something about uh, APSS. I jumped in to become a member and then I also registered for the meeting. So I was in Singapore and I saw these CSPs getting awarded in that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And it straightway became one Mount Everest. That one day, it looked like that one day I should also look at CSP. But when I got to know that it was it was financially going to be very tough to get that type of earning, that looked like a very uphill task. But thanks to VSAI with its very innovative way of bringing the currency parity into part, that now when it happened, I found that I was close to it. So when I
Fantastic.
went through details and all, I think it was easy. So that was a very good thing that happened. Yeah.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on the certification criteria and process?
I think it's very good. It couldn't have been better, I think, because I think it caters for everything. It's a very all-round assessment. And
Okay.
because it caters for your speeches, it caters for your training, it caters for your products like your books, it caters for your podcast. So it gives a very holistic view of a speaker's journey and a speaker's capability. And I think it's very good criteria.
Excellent. Very nice. And how do you feel, Sushil, now that you're a certified speaking professional?
I feel on top of the world. I feel I'm there with the India flag on the Mount Everest because in this particular journey of speaking, obviously this was the highest, although there is some Hall of Fame and there is a speaking fellow. But I think I'm done. I think I don't have any further aim in this. All that I want to do is get to more international stages, spread my message to more people, and transform more lives before I leave this world. And I must tell you, Vikram, that I have a very interesting concept. I read this book called Die Empty, and I
Hmm.
realized it says that the wealthiest place on the planet is the graveyard, where people dump all their knowledge and go up. So I decided that I'm going to leave all my knowledge. I'm not going to take anything to my cremation ground. So
Wow.
all
So
my
noble and
content,
beautiful.
80% of my content today is available for free, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether
Mm.
it's your blogs, all of them are available. I am very open to sharing my PPTs, and when I do a program, anyone can record me because I feel that I'm here to share knowledge as much as I can. And I am not at all insecure. Like I see some people don't record this, don't do this. For me, it's never a problem. So I feel that now it's a journey of just giving, and a leader or a speaker, think, must be a giver before anything else.
Fantastic. Very noble, very beautiful, I must admit. And last question to you, Sushil. What is your one top tip for someone pursuing a CSP certification?
So I'll tell you that one thing, which when I'm trying to encourage other speakers and say, why don't you apply for it? I find majority of the people stuck on one thing, that even if they were speaking 3 years, 4 years, 5 years back, they did not document it. They did not take testimonials. They did not shoot videos. So you've gone and spoken on good stages, but you don't have a video of it. So my first tip would be, or the most important, of course, the first thing is improve your craft. Nothing else happens without that. So firstly, become good at what you are.
Hmm.
Identify your niche, become good at what you are. But the second thing is start documenting everything from today onwards, whether you did it pro bono, whether did it paid, how much money did you get, what's the client's name. Make an Excel sheet and record all
Mr.
that,
Good.
because documentation is going to be very important. And after a few years, you forget what happened.
There you go. That's your one top tip. Document everything what you do. Thank you, Sushil, for your lovely insights, for everything what you do in this beautiful world. And with that, we are going to say thank you to everyone and do watch this mini vlog with Sushil on being CSP certified. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sushil.
Thank you, and thank you very much.